Okay. This is a Blackstone report, part 2. I just had to write myself a little note for the grocery store tomorrow. Okay, I covered over my name and address here, but this is a Blackstone report that I got back for my Ford 6.7 liter diesel. Anyway, this is the second one I got, and if we read here, I'm going to hold it to where I think you can see, but it says here, it mentions my first name, that my truck is basically healthy, and the metals were low. It talks about the Rotella T6 that I have, the 5W30, and my TBN number is still 7.8, so it says here that I'm good to go for another 3,000 miles. Okay. Looking, this is comparison of the last time I did the truck. It had 5,475 miles on it, and that was last year in August, towards the end of August. I now have 4,400 miles on my new oil. You can see I've gone almost 7,000 miles between the two samplings, and I tried to grab it mid-range. And I've not added any oil in either instance. Talks about the aluminum and copper, and goes down the list of items that they check for. If you look down, you'll see the potassium level. You have certain metals. If you look at the potassium and the boron, they're higher. That's due to an additive that I put in there. It's the arch oil. I think it's the 9100, I think is what it is. It's for the help bearings. The phosphorus levels, the zinc that's kind of important. I have 1012, and that's the one thing that the Amsoil didn't, I don't say it didn't have, but that was one of the big things at Ford with their new spec, the WSS spec that they went to, that Amsoil's not on the list of oils you should be using with the 6.7 liter, just so you know. I went and I looked that up. And then we come down to the properties, and there's a few things that I worry about, and basically it's the antifreeze. If you look there on the percent of antifreeze right there in the system, it's 0, because I've had to add antifreeze over a long portion of time for the 4 years I've owned the truck a couple of times. But there's no antifreeze in the oil, which is goodness. No water. And the insolubles are within specifications. And if you look, you can see the TBN, which you pay extra for this. But it's basically almost 1 point higher than it was the last time. And it looks like if you look at the mileage at the top, the value here is 1,000-mile difference, so it looks like it's losing 1 degree, or the TBN efficiency, or value rather. It drops by 1 every 1,000 miles or so on the truck that you're looking at, which is mine. But I did say I was going to put out a second one, and that's what I'm going to. That's what I've done. And I don't know if I'm going to put one at the end of my oil life or not, because A, it costs money, but B, I think right now I want to keep it roughly in the center, around 4,000 to 5,000 miles on the oil. But you hear all the folks saying that you can go forever and you can look at these reports. Well, these are the reports, and according to Blackstone, they don't deviate pretty much from what the Ford says, or the IOM, the Intelligent Oil Life Monitor system in the truck, which I know you've heard me talk about as not liking. But let me just say, it doesn't directly show you the percentage of oil left, and I think that is a ridiculous thing to have. But all right, that's this. Now it's time for me to get on to taxes. I've cleared off this table so I can do that. And it's just to gather taxes together, not to do them. I send it to someone that knows what they're doing. Anyway, thank you.